Hi, good evening. Recording a coronavirus special. We're on lockdown, self-quarantine, but it's all good. No final mass on this scene because we talking virtual. Glad to see everyone. I hope everybody out there is safe. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you got your Donald Trump stimulus. Still not going to vote for him, but I'll take that check. Thank you, sir. That works for me. I was thinking today about the position of Rakim, the God, is the greatest hip hopper to ever pick up a microphone. That's pretty much the consensus by most people, and I have a very interesting position on that where I can agree with that, yet I can also make a strong case for KRS-One being that, and I could also make a strong case for Big Daddy Kane being that. Those are my top three. So I know you're a real one if you got any one of those three in your top five. You may disagree with the positioning, but I respect you just because of that alone. Rakim Allah, 1986, My Melody, Eric B. for President. There is a before Rakim and an after Rakim, and the interesting thing about that is you would think that whatever happened before Rakim was not that monumental. That's not true. What made Rakim monumental is 1985 was an amazing year for an advancement of styles. Schoolie D, Just Ice, Slick Rick. Yeah, Schoolie D inventing gangster rap. Put my pistol up against his head and said, "Suck your ass, nigga, I should shoot you dead." Then they ran a through cause my educated mindset. Schoolie D ain't doing no time, you know. Ice-T came the year after that, but Just Ice that year with LaToya and put their record back on, all other stuff. Advanced. Their flows were, well, Schoolie D was talking something different. His flow was old school, but it was still continuous and cool, and he was talking something different. Just Ice flow was approaching what KRS would do the year later, so that was an advancement. And Slick Rick pretty much invented I won't say he invented it, but he perfected and modernized brand name rapping with Lottie Dottie. And then he just showcased a pretty advanced delivery with Lottie Dottie in the show. Maybe it was because of his Caribbean roots, because the Caribbean rappers tend to have a more advanced flow. Maybe because they talk fast in their patois or whatever, but you can hear that if you listen to older reggae music. The cadences were always a few years ahead of what Americans would do. I think KRS bought that, Chubb Rock bought that, and definitely Slick Rick bought that. So there were some things going on in '85 that were pretty amazing. But when you heard Eric B. for President, all of it got pushed to the side because the cadence, or rather the delivery. I came in the door, I said it before, I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's fighting me, biting me, inviting me to rhyme. I can't hold it back. I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. The rhyme will be kicking until I hit my last note. The rhyme remains upon all kinds of ideas. Like, nobody was structuring it that way. It sounded like the first time, I guess, an embryo comes out the womb and breathes. You didn't know you wanted air, but you heard it and like, oh shit, that's what air is. Damn, it was a complete revelation. I was in 8th grade. I was at a birthday party, and they played it in the party, and I ain't even danced. I was standing looking at the speakers like, yo, that's different. Wow, that's really different. And then my melody come out on the B side, and that solidified it because he was like, it went from to something that was so, I want to say, masterfully controlled and flowing. His masterful jazz-like flow, it really made you like, damn, I didn't know that people could rap like that. I didn't know that it could be done that way. And he wasn't yelling. It was truly compelling. I love Chris because I feel like KRS approached or arrived at the same point, but using Caribbean rap influences to get there, where Ra arrived there using his jazz influences, but also his rhyming of words within words. I mean, everybody knows that's what makes it dynamic. But when you listen to it, especially in 1986, it was a real revelation. Like, wow, okay, this is where rapping is. In fact, I think all intricate written rapping styles come from Rakim after him. Pretty much are influenced by what he did, and that's ridiculously monumental. He's like the DNA of most written rappers. Continuous and freestyle, loose styles, all to me come from KRS-One, which is why he's equally important. But this is about the God, and the God came out first, even if it was by a couple months or whatever. Um, the intelligent hard rock, you know, the man from the street who was also a deep thinker and a philosopher and intellectual, an enigma, a straight enigma. You know, a true artist, true. I mean, in terms of the artist being someone who isn't always is mysterious and has layers to him. You know, that's Ra. You know what I'm saying? So I give that man all the credit in the world for redefining what MCing could be and being the first one to do it, leading it off, being futuristic with no background. There was no real blueprint for his style. You could say the same about KRS, but again, we have to give it to who did it first. And Rakim did it first. And I say 86 through 92, you know, that man's legacy, he is the God MC. You can definitely give him that. Him at his best represents a pinnacle of what hip hop can be. Pardon me. I am biased. I'll say Chris at his best can too. I'll say Kane at his best can too. But there's something about the intricacy of Rakim that really just, you got to give that man credit for being just an amazing jazz influenced lyrical genius. You know, street nigga who had razor sharp insight into how to create flows and incredible words put within them. Bad man, you know. So love that ball. Number 2 on my list. Peace.